Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Water Cooler. I am Sarah in Texas, and this is our place to chat all the latest celebrity news, reality TV, Jeff Lewis Live. How the heck are you? I know. Some of you are going to tattletale and tell my podiatrist that I'm in workout clothes because I am going to attempt body pump tonight. I have taken a solid week and a half off. I have rested. I have iced. I have stretched. I'm good to go. Anyways, okay, I'm so not good to go. Anyways, I am, and I do adjust. But I figure I'm about to have freaking 3 months of no working out. So I want to cram in one teeny workout in tonight. I've not even been walking much, so I've been wearing my tennis shoes around the house. I've been doing a good job. But anyways, wish me luck on that. I think I just fired one of the podiatrists. So I have seen in the last couple months 2 different podiatrists. Then people were telling me, you really need to see an orthopedic surgeon. And I was like, ugh. Anyways, I like both of these podiatrists, one more than another. One really had zero, bedside manner and was like, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. But then I find out that they are partners. Like they don't seem to be like, they don't have the same name, but they seem to be partners. And yet they're not at the same buildings. They're not even the same cities around Houston. Anyways, a little confusing, but basically, one does this newer procedure that's called Lapiplasty. That's this 3D procedure that claims you're on your feet quicker. It fixes the root problem. It doesn't just shave off the bone. The other doctor that is much closer to my house that I've seen for years, and I really like him, doesn't do that newer procedure. He does the more traditional bunionectomy, or there's another name for it, but basically the traditional procedure. In general, they're both about a 12-week recovery. I mean, give or take, right? Give or take how you are as a patient, how you recover, how intense the surgery is, all the things. But I'm going to be a great patient. My first surgery ever in my life at 52 years old. I'm a little nervous, but I'm going to be fine. This girl I met in the neighborhood, we've been chatting, and she has been more helpful than anything. But anyways, so yesterday I started thinking, gosh, I started second guessing the traditional procedure and thought, I'm only choosing this procedure because the doctor's office is closer to me. And I'm like, really, that's not a big deal. Like, I'm not going to be driving myself. I will have friends and family to drive me to my doctor's appointments. The other one's not that far. So yesterday and then today, I started looking into the other office where he had suggested the Lapiplasty, this 3D surgery. They are not friendly. Like, I basically called and I was like, yeah, I was just wondering, I was in there in February, but I was wondering if somebody could just remind me what the recovery is. She puts me on hold. I wanted to hear you're walking within a week and then you're in a boot and then you're I wanted to hear that kind of a layout, just 3 sentences about the recovery of Lapiplasty. Because I did tell her, look, I'm trying to decide between this doctor and this doctor because one does Lapiplasty and one doesn't. I know they're in business together. So I wasn't trying to go around anyone's back or anything, right? I'm letting them know. Anyway, she puts me on hold and then comes back and she's like, 3 months. And so I was just so okay, well, that's the same as the traditional surgery. So why would I do that when I've got this rapport with this other doctor that I like better? He is closer. I've already been scheduling with their office, all the things. Mind you, I haven't heard from either one of them about what the cost is after my insurance. But anyways, because each doctor can be at a different surgical center. Maybe their surgical center's not in network with me and I'm going to end up paying. I don't even know any of the financial part of it. I have zero idea what I owe for them. Anyways, so then I decide, just suck her up, just call back the last Lapiplasty person and be like, hey, I'm just calling to see when he's even available. I had my x-rays and my appointment in February. She was so rude. She was like, he does surgeries on Thursdays and Fridays. And I was like, yeah, but I'm calling to see like when he's available. Like, is his first opening in, August? Because then that would make my decision for me. And she was just kind of like, oh. And then she wouldn't tell me. She like wouldn't get in. So she starts asking me my birthday, my date, or whatever. And then she says, wait, I see you've seen this doctor 3 different times. Like, why are you seeing that doctor? And I'm like, oh crap. I felt caught. Even though I felt like I was being honest, I was like, oh my God, she can see all my doctor's appointments with the other doctor. Like, you call 2 different phone numbers, 2 different locations, and she doesn't even schedule for this other doctor, but yet she could see all the appointments. And I was like, well, I'm going to him for these other appointments because I had some other foot issues going on. But basically, for a few months, I've been trying to determine Lapiplasty versus the traditional bunionectomy. And one does one and one doesn't. So it's not a big deal. Oh my God. She goes into all these, well, I'll have to talk to this doctor and ask him if he feels comfortable switching. I was like, this is deeper than you're making it out to be. But I was just so patient. I was just like, okay. She doesn't even call back. That was like, 9:45 this morning. But I'm just like, F off. So then I realized, okay, the lady that I've been talking to that lives in my neighborhood, she has given me, we have a mutual friend. She has given me so much information. She's sending me Amazon links to things that I need to buy, like a thing that'll raise my leg. She's offered to loan me her knee scooter, for goodness sake. And then she told me who her doctor was. He's got an office right near him, and he's an orthopedic surgeon. Got great reviews. And she did the Lapiplasty. And so I'm like, wait a minute, what am I doing here? Call to make an appointment with that office. Oh my gosh. I pushed the button where it says, they can call you back. They call me back within like 40 seconds. I was like, well, wow, that was quick. She was so nice, nothing but kind. They have an appointment early tomorrow. I'm like, wait a minute. Maybe this is all along the guy I need to be going with. All his reviews are so good. I mean, why does it have to be so complicated? You know what I mean? So y'all just pray for me that the doctor tomorrow makes me feel comfortable, lets me know that Lapiplasty is the way to go. It's apparently just a more long-term recovery as far as like it fixes the root problem so it can't come back instead of just shaving the bone off. You're in walking a lot quicker, just all the things. I know. And I just left my accountant after years because she hired a new lady that was super rude. Well, I don't even fire people. I just don't call them and make the appointment. You know what I mean? Heather says, rudeness is just not acceptable in business. Why is it just so difficult to get people to be basic civil these days? I agree, especially in something like medical, a surgery. Like, I wasn't asking ridiculous questions. I literally just wanted her to tell me because I told her, look, I'm trying to decide between Lapiplasty and the regular, And she could have just said, hey, you need to come back in and see the doctor. He'll clear up these questions. And I would have been like, okay, fine. Let's make that appointment. Instead, she was all bitchified. Oh, that's good to know. Very good advice. Melissa says, please be careful. Make sure the reviews are for bunion surgery specifically, as orthopedics aren't foot specialists. Well, no. Okay. No. He specializes in foot and ankle. So that's his orthopedic specialty, is foot and ankle issues. So yes, and he did her Lapiplasty. Anyways. Wait, what? Charlie Charles says, OMG, I just saw a clip of Kelly Dodd at Johnny Banana at the gym. I didn't realize how flat of an ass Kelly Dodd is. A pancake has more shape than Kelly does. Oh goodness. I don't know. I've never looked at her butt. She's beautiful. I mean, as far as her like chest, her is beautiful. Her chest looks like she's 20 years old. Her face is beautiful. Her hair, makeup, Anyways, I agree. Heather says medical procedures are very scary, so people just need a little hand holding. Just be kind. Yeah, and I mean, if she only knew, I'm like, "Look, lady, I've never had a surgery before." Like, I'm not scared, it's the recovery. I mean, foot surgery is a huge deal. And then I was talking to someone, a chumpette, shout out, that had surgery, a few months ago, and she's in the upstairs of her house. So she's like, once a day, I go downstairs and get all my stuff, and then I go upstairs. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I don't even have to come upstairs." I mean, I'll move my podcast downstairs. It's just a laptop. Maybe I won't be able to go on TikTok at the time. I'll have to figure out if I can hold it and what have you, but I'll definitely be able to go on YouTube and just be on my laptop. So y'all are gonna get me on pain meds on the live. That'll be interesting. Wait, what? Melissa says I did both at the same time and saw 50 doctors, I think, before I felt comfortable with the doctor doing it. If you have pain in your feet, you're screwed. Yeah. Well, I mean, I know. I'm only like, even I felt guilty a few weeks ago when I told my husband, "Oh my gosh, I just realized these 2 doctors are, like, in business together," like, but, like, their names aren't listed. It's weird. They don't go to the same offices. It's 2 different phone numbers, but definitely it's linked. Like, when she put in my birthday, she was like, "Oh, well, I see you're seeing," and she, like, got all offended. I'm like, "Yes." I said, "Well, because I'm trying to decide between Lapiplasty and this one, and one does." Anyways, thank you, D Dot. She said I'm gonna be May Boo. Let me know if you sent another request to join the Sarah from Texas Facebook group, because I got one today, but it said it was a brand new Facebook group that just opened today. And I was like, "Well, didn't you join the Facebook group a month or 2 ago?" Because I remember asking if that was the real May Boo or not, because you posted something on there that you had something going on. So let me know if that was you. I did send a message before I approved it. I try to keep the good people in the group. You know what I mean? So if somebody's creating a Facebook group with your name, I wanted to make sure that it was you. So please let me know. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Lisa's going to jump over to TikTok to tap the screen. Is Robin here today? Are y'all tapping? Yes, y'all are. Almost 1,400 likes on the screen. Please keep tapping the screen over on TikTok. Thank you so, 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 so much. Anyways, and also if you ever joined late, because TikToks don't do the replays. Hey, Peace Sync, how are you? Make sure that you can watch it from the beginning every single day on my YouTube channel at Sarah from Texas Podcast, or listen to it as a podcast at Sarah from Texas. Anyways. Oh, is that what it is? Heather says, even if they're in the same practice and office together, they're still very competitive. I was like, would you rather me go to see a second opinion somewhere else? You know what I mean? Like, crazy. Anyways. Cecile says, I know a lot of strange stuff is going on with AI and Facebook. Okay, well, let me know, Mayboo. Let me know if you heard that, because I want to see that was you. If it was, great. I know, Michelle, the I know. I don't know why it does that. So Michelle's talking about trying to become a royal chumpette and join my Instagram subscriber, so we can do Ask Me Anythings on Sunday, and it won't let her join. It gives her like, you need to be on the waiting list, and it gives that message to other people too. And the only thing I can see to fix it when I Google it is like, oh, maybe they need to update the Instagram app. Maybe they don't have a credit card attached to pay monthly. I'm like, I don't know. So weird. Thank you, D Dot says, hit the doorbell like on your way in and show support. Please and thank you. Oh my gosh, y'all are so sweet. That's okay. Christina's number 49. Sorry to be late. That's okay. Thank you. Oh, D says, yes, doctors. I'm fine with any medicine. I don't lie about medicines. D says, doctors and medicines you take are visible to other doctors, not what you discuss or results of tests, but they can see doctors you have seen and meds you have been given. Yeah. Anyways, yes, but there's 145 people on here, so there's only 49 likes. Please take a second to hit the thumbs up button. I'd very much appreciate it. Anyways, okay, Megan is going to be Megan, like the former of Jeff Lewis Live. Matter of fact, the other day, I had some time and I popped on Netflix and I was on season 7. I think it's episode 2 where Jenny is going to be leaving, or maybe she hadn't had the baby yet, but I think they're transitioning that she could be having the baby soon, her first baby, and be on maternity leave. So they bring in Megan, who Jeff says is his friend. But we now know she was a fan of flipping out and happened to run into him at a bathroom in a restaurant and was like, hey, I'm a big fan. I'm also an interior designer. I would love to work for you. And that's how she got on flipping out. And then, of course, Jeff Lewis Live. Anyway, so Megan will be behind the bar tonight on Watch What Happens Live with her sister. Clearly, they are doing a podcast about sobriety and addiction. So, it's not a big deal. I think what happens on Watch What Happens Live now is it used to be like Friends, or like if Jeff Lewis was on, then like Shane would be behind the bar. You know what I mean? Like somebody kind of adjacent to one of the guests, or a family member, a friend, somebody that was on Broadway promoting it. Now it seems like, which I get. I mean, money's tight everywhere. Everything's an ad. I mean, how many of us have gone to the freaking toilet at a sports bar and you close the bathroom door and there's ads everywhere? Or even a volleyball tournament and there's ads on the back of the bathroom toilet room for, signing your kids up for tournaments and this practice and private lessons. I mean, we're using every available opportunity for advertisement to make money, right? So the same is happening, I think, with Watch What Happens Live, where I think bookers, I think it's maybe a fee or a favor to have people on. So I feel like this is a favor, or maybe it was even paid. I have no idea that Megan's business people, the podcast people, I don't know, would have her and her sister on. Now, I would love to think that she and Andy are just close friends. I'm sure they've met a lot of times, especially she's been in the audience with Jeff Lewis a couple of times when he's been on. But I would think it's something with her podcast company. And then, of course, he's going to say yes because he has met. Well, I don't even know if he has anything to do with it. I mean, does Andy Cohen, when it's like some popcorn person on, or, the Cheesecake Bakery from, the Bronx or whatever, when he has people on like that he doesn't know, do you think he even knows? Do you think he has any say in that at all? I mean, I don't think he does. Like Megan was the one that promoted it, and then somebody shared it with me. So I was thrilled to promote it because I think some people may not watch What Happens Live, and they might want to see Megan, because a lot of times Andy will like ask a few questions. Like, I would love if Andy said something like, I hope you and Jeff are friends again one day. You know what I mean? I would love that. I've heard it's really good. Mary says Megan should do a podcast by herself. People have told me it's a really good podcast. May Boo, did you ever answer me? Did you join and try to join the Facebook group again today with a new? She's talking. Let me see. Oh, how can I search this by May Boo? Okay. I was trying to join the group as I wasn't on the group thingy. Yes, thingy. I'm so tech savvy. I thought you joined it a few months ago because it was a brand new account, and yet you were saying you were May Boo, and I was like, well, I'm just making sure you're May Boo. So that's what threw me. So do you have 2 Facebook accounts? I'm confused. Anyways, well, if it is you, then I will go ahead and approve it. But I feel like it was the second time you've joined, so I didn't know what was going on there. Let me find it, and I will put that in. Well, I don't see. Yep, asked to join. Okay, approve. You are approved. It kicked you out. Well, how do you get kicked out of a Facebook group on accident, like without me doing it? Weird. Anyways, y'all having a good day? Who is following this nonsense? Oh my gosh, she almost scares me. This Gypsy Rose nonsense. She's making these videos. So now TikTok is becoming similar to Instagram, where you can do these 24-hour stories, just like Instagram and Facebook. So, not many people use them, but, she was apparently using and making these super long videos while she was at Jazz Fest this weekend with her. Are they married yet? Or is she even divorced from the other guy? I'm going to get the names mixed up. Ryan and who? Somebody else. But anyways, my girl Natalie with Nat, make sure you're following her on Instagram and TikTok, YOUKNOWNAT. She does amazing deep dives. It really explains everything really well. Yeah, I almost don't want to be, oh gosh. Krista says, Gypsy Rose is mentally unwell. She needs to be in a conservatorship. I mean, I don't know about that, but I'm not messing with her because it's sounding very similar. Her actions and behavior is sounding very similar to what she accused her mother of, like just controlling, manipulation, and people. Is it Ryan that she's divorcing? And then she's with a new guy now, the guy that the baby's dad, whatever that is. I'm not going to have the right names for sure. But I didn't even want to talk about it, but I'm watching it. So I guess on these stories on TikTok, it disappears, but all these people are video recording it and reposting it, right? So I guess she went off and said that, she was mad because he had posted some private text between them. And then she's talking to the TikTok as if he's her, she's talking to him. And I'm like, just call him. She's saying, oh, if I reach out to you, then you get all excited and, you think there's some future with us and I've moved on. I've got a baby. I've got a life. I've got a new man. It was so gross. Yeah, so gross. Krista says you're wise to stay far away from her. I mean, she's only in Louisiana and I'm in Southeast Texas, Southeast Texas. Like, I don't want her driving a couple of hours my way. You know what I mean? I'm like, Yeah. And I guess the D is fire. Oh, that was so gross. Because very soon after she came on and said that about her husband when she got out of prison, that D is fire. But then she was ragging on him, right? So I guess she comes at him and spills some of his medical issues. And then she's like, look, all the gossip that you have on me, if you're threatened, it sounded like a Gage and Jeff Ask Me Anything. It was like, you've got gossip on me. Well, I've got gossip on you. And one thing I'll do is spill it. I mean, it was gross. Ew, Michael Riley, if she calls you Mama Run. Yes, for sure. Yes. How is she making money? Like, well, you know what? When she first came out, y'all, I don't know what she has now. Let's see. There's my girl, Sarah Fraser. Not TikTok, Gypsy Rose Blanchard. She's got 9.6 million followers. I think she had 12 million when she first came out. That's just on TikTok. Do you know how much money she can make? Now, I don't think you make money. I don't know what her situation is. I don't think you make money from stories. I'm not real sure. But I'm sure somebody is following her and helping her along with all of her money-making endeavors on social media. She's got 908,000 followers on Instagram. Y'all, she's not even been out of prison that very long. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Ew, Jet. Not me. I'm not drawing that short straw. Jet says maybe Gypsy Rose is looking for a legit mother figure friend in her life. Ain't gonna be me. Charlie Charles says, I think Gypsy Rose is one step away from snapping. I mean, I don't even know, like, does her boyfriend have a job? Like, how are they? So is she living with her dad? Like, I don't know what I want to know about that. Anyways, Love Hotel is on tonight. Right? Isn't it on Tuesdays? Yeah. Is it already been a week? Why do I feel like it was just on the other day? No, that's on Sundays. It is not on tonight. I literally was thinking, oh my gosh. No, that's why, because it was just on the other day. What is on Tuesdays? I feel like that's the only two. Oh, somebody posted in the Facebook group, I guess Jeff Lewis has his new headshot up. I hadn't even noticed that yet. Finally. Oh, it's cute. He's not smiling. He could use a little chapstick on his lips. Super cute. I like the gray against the black. What do y'all think? Here's the picture of it. If you're listening to the podcast, I'll repost on my thing. Yes, I'm loving Love Hotel. I think it's super cute. Super cute. Oh, I think it's super cute. Very Jeff Lewis, but I kind of like that it's just his body instead of the body, the full length one. You know what I mean? Anyways, finally, that seemed to take forever, right? Yeah, Charlie Charles says, I'm loving Love Hotel. It's funny and fun. Well, and I do want to watch Natalia Grace. I totally want to watch that. I know. Can you believe he had his hair all orange like that? That was terrible. What was that, right before he went to Cabo or right before he went to Hawaii or something? I mean, even the guests on the show were like, oh, girl, Honey Boo Boo has even moved on. That child is in nursing school, and I'm so proud of her. I think she's still with her boyfriend that I wasn't sure was going to be a great fit for her. I know this documentary or something comes out soon about Honey Boo Boo, so I've got that on my watch list for sure. D. Dot says Gypsy Rose and Honey Boo Boo need a show together. I think even Honey Boo Boo would say no to that. You know what I mean? Okay, Good American Family is better. I know. I need to figure out which is the best one to watch about Natalia Grace. Anyways, okay. I did watch 90 Day Fiance, season 11, episode 12. I mean, it's getting to be where these could have just been an email to me. You know what I mean? Shekinah and Sarper's fight in her work-live apartment, whatever she calls it, this place that looks like a medical facility because she, has a tiny apartment sees her patients there. It looks so fake. It just looked like they're drumming up. And I think in real time, they are together. I know they posted somewhat recently that I saw. And I'm like, so I do think they end up getting married, but clearly I don't know. They haven't gotten married on the show yet. Stevie is driving me nuts. This is the one in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. She's dating the guy from Iran, Maddie. They've been together for a while, but he's getting these vibes that she's either a bisexual or has been bisexual in the past. Well, just like what just came out about Diane von Furstenberg's husband being 83 years old and now coming out as a gay man, even though they've been married for 24 something years. I feel like, I don't know, if you have a lesbian relationship or you've wanted women in the past, or maybe you've had a few instances of sexual or emotional relationships, does that mean for Maddie, it matters? That's all that cares about to me. I've said this all along about 90 Day Fiance. Nobody seems to give them credit for respecting their culture and their beliefs and where they're coming from. Like, you can't just say, oh, well, you live in America now, so you need to believe that I'm Muslim, but I want you to show your shoulders and wear the big boobs and, show your hair. No, you've got to understand that they come from different cultures and beliefs. So if Maddie is very anti the gay lifestyle or whatever his beliefs are, and yet Stevie won't say, absolutely, I'm not bisexual, I'm not into girls, I'm not, whatever, and just basically not answering the question. She almost pulled a Sutton, which we are definitely going to talk about the Sutton and Avi of it all very soon. I definitely want to hear your thoughts. Matter of fact, we might need to do an every 10 minutes check. I kept wondering, do you think anyone has texted Avi yet and said, hey, nope. As of 3:31 Texas time, Avi's Instagram still says executive property manager for Real Housewife of Beverly Hills, Sutton Stracke, Bel Air, West Hollywood, Augusta, New York. Not true. Not true. Let's see if he's still following her. Surely he is. Yes, he's following her. She's following him. I mean, the way Doug was yeah, they're still following each other. I mean, why wouldn't you change? She's known him since 2014, like 10 years, 11 years. I did hear it was bad. Oh, welcome back, Marsha. Hey, how are you? Wait, which Marsha are you? In California that I've met? I only know a few. No, I don't think that's how they spell their name. I think she spells Marsha a little bit. Welcome back to the live. Yeah, Michael Riley says Avi was horrible on that podcast. Whichever the podcast is that Anna Kinkoses does now, whatever that one was. I heard he really played Switzerland and wouldn't answer any questions. So anyways, hey Lisa, welcome. Anybody that hasn't been on the lives lately, or maybe it's your very first time, pop that cherry and comment. Let us know where you're from, what you think. Wait, what? Melissa says, Anna Kinkoses came out today and said they knew he was hiding something regarding the Sutton situation. Yeah, I mean, she's an attorney and a former housewife. She knows exactly. Oh, we'll talk about it, Sarah. Don't worry. Okay. Tiva Tambo says, question for all of you into the 90-day stuff. Do y'all keep up with them? Plastic surgery twins, Stacy and Darcy. Whoa, these chicks, they look horrible. Yes, they were just on I definitely was chatting about them. They were both on the Last Resort reunions, or tell-alls, they call it. Anyways, okay, we'll definitely give you all the updates. Might even play you some video from the show, because I know you're in London and you don't get the videos and you don't get the Jeff Lewis live shows unless they put them on as a podcast. So we don't know that this is the one that'll get put up as a podcast. I am? What did I say that was raunchy? Dana Maria says, Sarah is so randomly raunchy, always catching me off guard, LOL. What did I say? Not me. I mean, I am live, y'all. I say what I say, right? It's not like scripted out or anything. Anyways, I just feel like Stevie needs to say, look, I've been with women, but I have no desire for that right now. All she's basically doing is like ho-humming around the whole dang situation. And I feel like Maddie has said, look, if you don't tell me the truth and then we go and get married and then, 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, you leave me for a woman, I'm going to feel very manipulated. I'm going to feel very lied to. And I absolutely agree. Absolutely freaking agree for sure. Wait, what? About wieners. Jet says, Sutton comment on Heather McDonald's post that she used to live in the Met Gala Hotel, Carlisle, and then gave no details. Why would she live in a hotel? Is she pulling a Paris Hilton, Kathy and Rick Hilton situation when they lived in New York? Oh, D. Dot says I'm perfect. Oh my gosh. Oh, Mayboo says, Sarah, I think I accidentally deleted some accounts and this was one of them. My daughter-in-law helped me to reactivate the account. Sorry, I've been a mess lately. Oh, it's okay. I just want to make sure, first of all, it takes a lot to delete a Facebook account. Like you got to really go through some steps. So most people don't accidentally do that. I wanted to make sure nobody was impersonating you and trying to come into the Facebook group when I knew that you had just joined it somewhere recently. So that's all I want to make sure of. I did send you a message. So anyways, it's annoying and disrespectful how Stevie blows him off, Amy says, or AMJ. I agree. I mean, you're about to get married to this dude. This dude moved from Iran for you. He can't even go back. Like, I don't even think his family would take him back, but I don't think the country will let him back in if he tries to come back. They're like, you're gone, So, oh, that's weird. Who did? Oh my God. Doug would be so good as a host of Love Hotel. I agree, Michael Riley. Totally agree. Jet said, are you talking about Sutton? She was like, ask me anything, and then she didn't answer any of the comments or questions. Who are you talking about? Anyways. Wait, what's going on with Mayboo's friends? Oh, I don't know. Missed what that was. Anyways, Greg finally got a job. Greg and Joan, she's the one that came over from Uganda, had a great career over there. You know, when she comes over here, now she's living under Greg's mommy's house. And I think they don't mention the dad, but I think the dad lives there too. They just don't mention him. But the good news is, you know, Greg's mommy has agreed to pay for their wedding, the $8,900. So a small but super cute affair, and that's all they need. He did get this job. They go and celebrate in New York City, which was super cute and romantic. I loved her seeing Times Square for the first time because I was like, oh, it was very exciting. So, but I thought in real time, somebody had told me that I thought somebody told me he didn't have a job. So I was like, I don't know. About the fire? Mayboo says, I'm getting through it and just take it day by day. Having a laugh on here and your friendships help me to realize life goes on and there's worse off in the world. Oh, what a good attitude to have, Mayboo. You've had a lot going on. So prayers for everything. And what a good attitude for you to have. Was it on video? Oh, yeah. I think they do put it on YouTube, right? Tiva Tambo says, I tried to watch Avi on that podcast, but I just couldn't get through it. I mean, yeah, I just heard he played Switzerland and just kind of sat there the whole dang time. You know what I mean? Yes. Kimberly J says, Doug would be the perfect host for Love Hotel. Perfect. Oh my gosh. Charlie Charles says, Sarah, I appreciate how personal you are with all of your followers and you genuinely look out for us and truly appreciate us when we comment. Okay, I'll go back to being bitchy. Now that is the Chumpettes we love. Sweet and a little bit bitchy. Oh my gosh, I love it, Charlie. No, seriously, thank y'all so much. Y'all, I mean, I would never want to do a podcast where I didn't chat live with y'all. Like, y'all are everything. First of all, y'all remind me when I've had a mini stroke and I forget all my words. Y'all are always telling me my words. Y'all remind me of stories. I mean, y'all have told me breaking news live because, you know, I'm not sitting here with my phone on, so nothing's able to ding when, you know, when we're live for this hour. So a lot of y'all tell me the breaking news. We share personal things with each other. You know, I'm bitching and moan about my decision to make this foot surgery decision. You know, y'all tell me when you have a divorce. Y'all tell me when a pet has to pass away. Y'all tell me things about your kids and your friends and advice, which we do have advice to give Monica later. I will read that towards the end of the show, okay? Because I definitely want to hear what y'all's advice to Monica is. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Heart, heart, heart. Krista says, Mayboo, your name is on my prayer list, hanging on my fridge every day. I mean, if your nose isn't tingling and getting a little red like mine is right now, you have no heart. Oh my gosh, that is the sweetest thing because we really do care about each other. We're not just talking gossip and Jeff Lewis and Bravo and TLC. We really do care about each other. So anyways, that was very sweet. Wait, what? Tea with Tambo, Sarah from Texas. When looking for the word check, the last comment first. When looking for the word check. When looking for the word, check the last comment first. Is that how to? Punctuation matters. I was totally reading that wrong. Thank you, Charlie says, yes, that's what makes your podcast real and authentic. Thank you. AUS Fly Girl says, hi, Sarah and all. Doug would be ideal on Love Hotel. Oh, my God. I think so too. He understands filming well, and his smarts, wit, and charm are an asset. And he has a great job. So he could actually work from home. Like, y'all don't forget, Doug has a full-time marketing job. Like, he does that and still lets everyone know about their hotel. I mean, about their flight schedules. You know what I mean? I need to let him know about my upcoming flight. He'll follow my flight for me. No, I'm kidding. Wait. Oh, say it ain't so. Krista says, I'm crying. Smokey Robinson is being sued by 4 different people for sexual assault. God help us. Y'all, I tell you, after Bill Cosby, after all of that came out, I lost hope in humanity. Like, I can't take someone like Smokey Robinson. Now, clearly, I know a lot more, or I felt like I knew a lot more about Bill Cosby because of his TV show, and he was married all these years, has 5 adult kids. He had that son that was killed on the side of the road. I mean, all the things. Yeah, Cosby ruined it for me because that all definitely came out to be true. There was like, it's almost like the P. Diddy trial that's going on now. Like, nobody's going to be like, oh, P. Diddy never did anything wrong. It's going to be a matter of, do they prove it? You know what I mean? Does the cheating not get involved with the legality of all the stuff? Just saw the TMZ alert about it. See what I mean? Y'all let me know about things. Don't let me forget to, ouch, I just hit my elbow. Don't let me forget to read the, oh my gosh. Smoke. Oh my good. Wait, what? Oh, sexual battery by 4 former housekeepers? He's being sued by 4 women who say they used to work for him, claiming he repeatedly sexually assaulted and taped them with an R during their employment. The suit was filed. Oh, and they used to work for and his wife. They overlapped while working for him. They claimed they were assaulted multiple times, with the first incident in 2007. Oh my goodness. Ew. Ew. Okay, go read the TMZ. I'll try to link it soon. His wife of 23 years is also included in the suit, though the women are clear she never engaged in any of the alleged sexual assaults or alleged tapes with an R. Instead, they're suing Frances because they say she knew about prior alleged sexual misconduct Smokey committed and did nothing to prevent it from happening again. Like hiring men or somebody he's not attracted to. Oh my gosh. They also claim Frances created a hostile work environment by using racially charged epithets, giving them arduous tasks, and depriving them of meal and rest breaks. Good Lord. Like, seriously. By the way, what y'all think about the Met Gala outfits? Oh my God, I thought they were so weird. What's her face is Lisa Rinna's daughter coming out in that Valentino. And I'm like, I thought the theme, not that everyone did the theme. The Kardashians did the theme. Charlie Charles. Back to being bitchy and snarky. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, and I love all your how do you get all those emojis? And I don't even know how to find an emoji where I don't have an emoji list come up whenever I go to comment. Like, I'm going to comment. Okay, hi. I don't have emojis that come up. Anyways, okay, Charlie Charles says, okay, how old is Smokey Robinson? And was the blue pill involved? Yeah, like gross. Oh, D. Dot says the gala was so disappointing, the worst one yet. Oh, and the rain didn't help. Like, Rihanna comes out to show her pregnant belly and gets knocked in the face with another umbrella. And I'm like, Diana Ross, her poor outfit was not made for the rain, but yes. Even Valentino makes mistakes. No, my point was, I thought it was supposed to be male influenced outfits and then people of color designers. And I'm like, Valentino? Like, I don't know. I thought he was Italian or something. I don't even know. I guess, is that men of color? Anyways, Mary McFadden says, I still don't get the theme of the Met Gala. I mean, it's usually very widely interpreted. You know what I mean? Yeah. Mary says, all I kept thinking each time a new person came on the screen was, what in the heck is that? Exactly. Wait, who is Jalen Hurts? Jalen Hurts looked fantastic, Katrina says. I don't know who that is, but now I want to know. Yes, Michael Riley says, I think it was about black excellence, all derived from a book. That's what I heard. Yeah, and to promote people of color fashion designers, right? So, maybe people not like Valentino that doesn't exactly need promoting, right? Like, I think his name is already out there. You know what I mean? Oh, he's an Eagles quarterback? Oh, and he was at Met Gala? Okay. So weird. Yeah, some of them I just you know who I had to unfollow today? I only follow 38 people now. I had to unfollow. Yep, 38. I had to unfollow page 6. They just post too much. I was like, "Look, Bravo and Cocktails, who I like their account, very much, I had to, unfollow. They post a lot. My point is Bravo and Cocktails post a ton. So, when I need to look at stories and it starts feeling like a little job, page 6 was posting every freaking outfit and like, "Yes or no, like, hate." And I was just like, "Ugh, I'm done. I'm done, I'm done, I'm done." But what I'm not done with is the Avi and Sutton drama of it all. Okay, let me play you a little bit. Okay, I did just make a TikTok. I don't even know if it posted yet. Let's see if it posted. Okay, I did post the TikTok. Haven't posted anywhere else yet. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna post a little bit. First of all, Sutton Stracke was on today with Doug Budin. They pretty much out of the gate ask, "Where's Avi?" And she's basically ho-humming around it all. I mean, just like, "Well, he no longer works for me, very vague, super elusive. We parted ways. I'm not sure if it was a mutual decision." I'm like, "Wait a minute. First of all, Avi's Instagram still says he works for you." Now she says she hasn't spoken to him in months because she's been traveling. It was a lot. Okay, listen to this. This is part of Jeff Lewis.
And so, you know, he's no longer with
Oh,
me.
hold on.
Sutton,
Good morning.
I have so many questions for you.
Oh no.
First one, where's Avi?
Oh, I'm going to imagine that Avi's at home.
So Avi is still working for you or no?
In my opinion,
Uh-oh.
Avi is no longer working with me. Now we're still friends. I love Avi. He's like family. But no, he's no longer working with me.
Did he find another position? Was it just not working out? Like what prompted him to leave?
Everything was working out. It's just, things evolve. And so, he's no longer with me.
Welcome back, Sutton.
I mean,
Ton of work for you here.
Right.
You might want to go and start looking for something else.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
What happened?
things have evolved, and he was always an independent contractor.
Did you fire him or did he quit? Did you let him go?
We parted ways.
Was it mutual though? That's the question.
good question, Doug.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
We'd have to ask Avi.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you said ton of work.
Okay, so Avi, you had your opportunity. You were on a podcast last week and you said nothing. But she lets us know he was an independent contractor. In other words, I think that means like a 1099. Like, I'm not providing insurance for you. You're not like a paid, like you're not like getting 40 hours a week. He started working for her, or she met him in 2014. She met him in 2014 because I'm listening to my son and daughter's conversation. I was like, "What?" She met him in 2014 because he was managing an office building or something near her. And then eventually it became, so when I met Avi and when he first came on Beverly Hills a couple of years ago, it said Sutton's photographer. And I'm like, "Well, that's a weird job." Now I've learned Avi is like married to a woman. I know. I'm shocked too. And has like kids in private school in like in Beverly Hills or wherever. Like, how much was she paying for this independent contractor? And how could he afford it? Like, does his wife provide the medical insurance for the company, for the family? Who's providing the 401k? Like, who's, the retirement? Like, who's got the paid time off? Like, I'm just so confused. Oh, Heather says he can sue as an independent as a dependent contractor. Sarah says, "What are your son and daughter talking about?" More to the point. Exactly. Well, I couldn't hear. That's why I was like, he just said, "Peyton, are your friends here? Do you have friends here?" And I'm like, she doesn't have any friends here right now. Anyways, what's a DL? Is AV a DL? Does that mean, what does that mean, Nut Fam? Is Avi a DL on the down low? I had no idea. I mean, I didn't even know he was on the down low. I thought it was just known that he was gay. I don't know. Y'all, the comments I keep getting about Sutton are that she is known to be really rude to people and that she was probably not very nice to Avi and he finally left her. But she's very much saying, well, we think I don't know if it was mutual. Like, well, who called who into the office? Did Avi say, hey, Sutton, we need to talk. I'm no longer going to work here. Or did Avi bring her or whatever it is? Or did Sutton bring him in and say, hey, Avi, it's not working out, or I want to live by myself? When she said that, I'm really starting to live by myself a lot. I was like, well, he doesn't live with you, does he? Like, doesn't he live with his wife and children that live in the same city? Like, wait, what? Hey, Boo says, I can imagine Sutton throwing tantrums. Well, she probably learned it from her mama, right? So crazy. So crazy. Why wouldn't he update his Instagram? I mean, let's see how many followers he has. First of all, he knows what he's doing with Instagram. He's posting, he's promoting. He only has 9,100 followers, so he doesn't have a huge posting, but he understands. He's still got pictures of Sutton up. Like, this is from September 2024, so, not all that long ago. He recently did a thing where he was, I guess, hired for being Avi of Sutton's thing. He did some kind of promotion. See this Beverly Hills thing, and it says The Real Housewives unauthorized musical parody. I guess he was kind of a host or something of it. I don't really know, but that's still up on his raising money to fight cystic fibrosis on April 21st. It was an April 28th event in LA. So he's definitely working or volunteering his time as, nobody knew him before that, right? Did they? I mean, he's now just Avi. Sorry, I'm missing all y'all's comments. Oh my gosh. Ooh, Michael Riley says, get rid of Sutton, demote her to a friend. Uh-oh. Wait, what? Heather says, I remember Chef Stu was setting up with Amy across the hall from Sutton. He said that she was so rude and vile. Oh my gosh. Did he? I think he told, no. I think I was there when they met. I know I was. She was nice to him, I think. She definitely said that she wasn't setting it up herself. She had people for that. But she was there. I was there when they met. And because Gina's, is it Matt? No, Matt's the ex-husband. What is Gina Kircheneider's? Gina was to the right of Amy and Chef Stu's, building, whatever, little desk, whatever they call it for the BravoCon. Gigi from Shaws of Sunset was nearby with her little sex toys. Anyways, I'm slowly remembering, but I can't remember that she was rude. I don't know. I didn't think she was, but I don't know. Gina was super nice. Jess says when Sutton speaks, she doesn't finish her sentences. Like, she's always saying half things and tentative. Like, that's why Jeff is always annoyed. Like, spit it out. What are you saying? I mean, he and Doug couldn't have asked more clearly. Like, look, are y'all on bad terms? Did you fire him? Did he quit? Does he have another job? I mean, and then for her to be like, oh, he's like family. I'm like, well, I think family talks more than every few months. So it was very interesting. Melissa said, sure, she gave him good severance to keep his mouth shut, Avi. That's why he was so Switzerland on the podcast. Oh, interesting. Well, she just should have figured out what she was going to say, because it did not sound good for her at all. Like, she's not sure if it was a mutual decision. We just parted ways. Like, what does that mean? Like, I thought it was very interesting. Yeah, Sarah says exactly. She's really unclear, not even a straight line. It just makes her sound stupid. Yes, Louise, where have you been? Louise says Sutton was on Jeff Lewis Live today. Oh, you're one of the ones. Yes, I canceled Sirius XM when they stopped the videos. Would like to see Sutton and LVP last week. Yeah. Yep. Well, they put up 2 free podcasts, not video, but 2 free podcasts, audio podcasts at Jeff Lewis Has Issues. But you just never know what you're going to get. You can't pick and choose which ones they are. So, anyways, she did talk about this shoe collection that she has. I'm like, all I think about with her is her wearing like beautiful gowns and then like tennis shoes, because she clearly has like neuropathy in her feet. Like, she's talked about this. And I'm like, of all people, you've got the best shoe collection when you've got like foot problems and you wear tennis shoes. I was like, great. I do think they do. I assume. Shanda says, do NDAs expire? Like, if you say you can't talk about this until whatever, I do think they expire, but I'm not sure. Oh, Charles, man, you are so good. Well, then Jeff should have Avi on the Jeff Lewis radio show. Exactly. Because we definitely want to hear from him. Goodness. Avi. Uh-oh. Mabu says she's so self-obsessed. Sutton? I mean, I used to really like her, but I gotta believe all these people saying that she's really rude to people. I don't know. But then again, I had a girl saying that I was a bully because I didn't tell her that she had her skirt stuck in her panties at the coffee shop one day. And I'm like, I never saw your skirt in your panties. Anyways, but she went all over Reddit and told everybody I'm a bully and I'm not nice like I say I am. And I'm like, well, you're not nice for lying about me. Anyways, speaking of not nice, Garcelle, no current friendship. They haven't talked since the day that she announced that she was not going to come on. Sutton sounds like she doesn't understand what happened. That was about the end of it. But she says, I wish she would have stayed on the show. I probably would have talked her into it. And I'm like, she wants to be gone. I don't know. I don't feel like, I don't even know why Sutton's doing it. Like, why is she selling these used clothes? Like, and when Jeff raves about these sheets, why can't he just figure out what sheets that were returned, whatever that brand was, and go buy those sheets? Like, I know they ripped that tag off and then put Sutton collection on there, but these were other sheets. Garcelle isn't making, I'm sorry, Sutton's not making these sheets. She doesn't have a manufacturer do them. She's not in control of the quality at all. All she's doing is buying shit that would have went in a dumpster, and it didn't go in a dumpster, and she rips her tag off and quadruples the price. It was so weird. And I feel like Lisa in California, who I've met a bunch of times, called in at the very end of the first hour. I had no idea what point she was trying to get across. It's like she started talking about psychics and Scary Sherry and Poland Patrick. And I'm like, wait, are you I had no idea where that was going. So if you hear, listen, Lisa, DM me. I had no idea what you were trying to say, but they had to cut you off because the show was ending. Mariah Joy says, I think Avi, without a doubt, has to sign an NDA or she threatened him with a lawsuit. We all know how she can be in a divorce. Ruthless, so you expect nothing less from her. She befits by playing dumb. Well, I mean, give her credit or put her down. Like, what are we going to do about the divorce? I mean, if she allegedly gets $300,000 a month after her divorce, why are we going to put her down for that? You know what I mean? Krista says, has anyone had a reading with Scary Sherry? I mean, I've been told by people that have and loved it, even though they barely understand what she's saying. I felt like on that YouTube podcast that she was on with Real to Feel, Feel to Real, Real to Feel, whatever the Leon and MJ one is. I mean, I felt like she was very brutal with MJ, but it was also kind of walking in circles. Like, I didn't really understand. You know what I mean? Wait, what? Charlie says it's like when Heather McDonald wears shorts in her long, long legs. What, people making fun of her? I mean, she's got beautiful long legs. Like, I don't know. There is nothing to make fun of, Heather McDonald's legs. Wait, what? Lisa, hold on. We've got news. Lisa's letting us know she ate 2 hot sausages and 2 eggs over easy right before 4 o'clock today. What does that mean? You have gas? Yes. Sherry needs Liat to translate for her, Krista says, for sure. Is it wait, do you get alimony tax-free? Melissa says it's tax-free. Whoa, that's crazy. Oh, what are y'all making for dinner? Oh, I'm making this new, well, it came in this kind of big somebody posted in the Facebook group that I'm in about losing weight on the GLP-1s, and somebody posted this fish that said had a buttery taste. Well, I looked it up and it was available at Walmart, so I ordered it and I'm cooking it tonight, but there's only 2 pieces in it. And I mean, they're kind of big, but anyways, it's apparently high protein, low calorie, very good flavor. So that's what I'm making for dinner. But I'm bummed I don't have any fresh mushrooms to put on it. I just have tomatoes to put on it. Melissa says Sutton is great TV. That's what she gets after taxes, $300,000 a month. Oh yeah, that was after taxes. I thought she meant it was tax free, and I was gonna say, wow. Tiva Tambo says I'm going to Taco Bell. Wait, what? Linda says this chat ain't for me. I thought it was Jeff Lewis discussion. Aren't we chatting Jeff Lewis? Am I confused? Anyways, we don't know anything. Well, it's not a custody. Sarah says, I need more updates on the custody stuff too. If you're talking about Jeff and Gage, it's not a custody battle. It's only legal custody, which means Jeff is trying to get the judge to decide that he gets to decide on her medical bills 100%, medical decisions 100%, and her schooling. So that's where that lies, not custody necessarily. May Boo has lost 12 pounds in 6 weeks on Mounjaro. That's awesome. Very good. Why is Lisa thinking this isn't for her? That makes me sad. But I mean, look, we are talking about Jeff Lewis. Anyways, okay, on the second hour was Judge Lauren Lake. Doug stayed on. Jeff's going to get rid of his storage unit. I really think they're finally moving into this house after 2.5 years. He's been paying $1,300, which is nothing to him, but still, $1,300 is $1,300. What is that? What is 1,300 times 12? He's been paying that for, wow. He's paid almost $40,000 in this storage units while his house is being redone in 2.5 years. $40,000. That's crazy. And we know this came up because Judge Lauren Lake has some stuff in storage because it was stuff that came out of her dad's house. Now, her dad passed away from a heart attack like a year or 2 ago. And then months later, her brother, her only sibling, passed away in the same house. So she's like, I can't sell that house. Like, it's got all the right neighbors, all these memories. My dad passed away in the house. My only sibling passed away in the house of a heart attack. I mean, it was very sweet. I do agree with her. I don't feel like renting it out to anyone. I feel like letting a family member in need live there, or maybe just, I don't know, keep it in the family. Like, keep it as a house. I think she's having it redone. I think keep it in a house that when she goes to Detroit, when she goes to Michigan, she can live in it, instead of having a hotel, I guess. I don't know. Doug did talk about when he and Brittany Haynes got to go to Crystal's house and he got to meet Rob Minkoff, and he's in love. So if anyone can think of someone that is tall like Rob Minkoff, makes homemade soap like Rob Minkoff, has a shit ton of money like Rob Minkoff, is single but into boys, into wieners, please send them to Doug's way, because obviously Rob is into Crystal and not into wieners, we don't think so. We the People got renewed for 2 seasons, so that is good news. And Jeff said he went to dinner with MJ last night and it went really well. Somebody called in. If that person is here, or if you were listening, oh my gosh, deranged. I mean, it was the best call in I've heard in a while. It was just like bitching and moaning, and then I got to go by about MJ, basically saying MJ, so one person called in, forgot the name of the caller, and she's got her PhD in communications. And I was like, oh, I mean, it blew I didn't even know what she was saying. I was like, ugh, it was way too smart of a chump for me. But someone else calls in and was like, what? Does that person even listen to the show? MJ this, MJ that. It was like, it was crazy. Oh, really? People do here, I think. I thought people still rent out houses. Heather says you just can't rent a house out anymore. The risk is not worth it. Because people mess them up or insurance or what? I don't know. I've never rented, well, except for vacation, I've never rented a house. Anyways, Krista says, I mean, MJ and Liat and Scary Sherry on YouTube was a great watch. It was, you definitely got to have closed captioning on. You definitely got to have the words. Oh, Anna says MJ effed around and found out. I mean, she got dinner with Jeff last night. You know what I mean? Oh, Dana Maria says, who was Doug smitten with? Rob Minkoff, Crystal's husband. Oh, fancy. Y'all, I'm just saying, I think Melissa's a rich chump. We've got lots of rich chumpettes. Melissa says, we have a condo in West Hollywood we've rented for years. Never had any issues. Good. That's a good location to rent too, right? West Hollywood. I think everybody wants to live there. Oh, and squatting. Oh, that is true. Is that going on everywhere? Yeah. Oh, you have great tenants. We're squatting. People say like, oh, if I get mail here, then I can claim. I'm like, ew. Krista says renters can destroy houses and squatters are a huge problem. Yeah. Crazy. I'm very curious to hear of this ChumpCon post meeting on Friday. I think Doug is going to have lots of notes. I think it's going to go even better next year. Let me know if you're saving up your money for ChumpCon 2026. 1,900-pound sister. What? 1,000-pound sisters, did you mean? Will Trent, Polly Family, Lori Vallow on Bad Romance tonight. Oh my gosh, you've got your whole lineup. Lisa. Bonnie says, is Crystal in this? What's an SMAR house? Oh, the same house she was in 2021. I watched a video from then of her doing a house tour. Thought it would be more fabulous. I mean, that's only 4 years ago, so I would think she's still in that same house. She hasn't said that she moved recently, but I have no idea. I can't say I really loved Crystal on Beverly Hills. Anyways, I can't believe it's 4:09 already. Oh, Melissa says, I won't go to ChumpCon for the chumps that went this year. He needs to get some new blood. I don't know if the chumps are ever going to be the same. I just think it's so different now. Enough Fam says no, because I won't be paying towards Joey's car payments. Lisa says, I'm not ever going to ChumpCon. Oh, goodness. Well, we are going to wrap things up. Thank you so much for joining. Got to go do some mom duties. Got to go help my son find a couple of shirts for the upcoming graduation. And I will see y'all tomorrow, though. Same time, same place, 4:00 Eastern. Thank you so much for joining on YouTube. Thank you for tapping the screen. Almost 15,000 likes over there. Thank you so much. If you are on YouTube, please make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. I would very much appreciate it. Have an awesome day, chumpettes. Bye, y'all.